Welcome back to the basement. Welcome back to the Basement Yard, our 500th episode. That's 10.
It's double 5. A 5 for me, a 5 for you. So 5 over here, 5 over here. That should be.
Or you do 500.
So this.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
For the audio listeners, you have no idea what's going on, but that's totally fine.
It's our 500th episode.
Also, for the audio listeners, you can't see this.
Yeah, there's big eyes.
But Frankie's dream has come to fruition. We have 2 big fat beer towers.
I don't know if it's my dream.
This thing's coming out like piss.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think this also speaks to the level of hydration that we both regularly keep, where yours looks a lot more healthy and mine looks like I am about to die.
Did we run these through like a dishwasher or something?
I mean, it's beer. It's alcohol. It sanitizes things.
It's beer. Beer Towers, 500th episode.
500. Cheers to us. Clink me, dink me.
Throw it in my stink pee.
Wow.
Oh, man.
All right.
Michelob Ultra. That's what you bought. I feel like I'm on a golf course right now. Frank's not drinking Michelob Ultra, but
I made myself a vodka diet.
Yeah, so
a vodka diet.
That sounds miserable. Right before we started recording, we noticed Ant was really sheepishly quiet in the corner over there.
Yeah.
And then I just hear the ice clinking in the glass as he's walking over. And it was clear he couldn't not be involved in the celebration.
Had to drink.
Right.
Had to drink. And you made yourself a vodka and Diet Coke?
Yes.
That sucks on so many levels.
Okay.
You really are 21, aren't you?
I'm a young girl at heart, you know?
No, so am I, though.
500 episodes. 500 episodes.
500 episodes.
That's bananas.
That is bananas.
This is what I joined in 200 area.
250 something.
I thought I had a burp.
Oh, don't puke?
I don't think.
Do you think we're going to finish this whole tower?
If we do, this is going to be the messiest episode we've ever done in our entire lives.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's all right. 500 episodes. Doesn't feel like it.
Right.
You know, what's like the podcast record of episodes? Joe Rogan, they're at like 1,100 or something, right?
I have
We can
no
get
idea. That's a long time.
Yeah,
we do 52 episodes a year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how numbers work. I mean, technically, we do double that because we do a Patreon episode every week, too.
Right.
So if we start counting those, Rogan, count your fucking lucky stars, bitch.
Yeah, dude, in 15 years.
You might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the beer towers. I haven't seen one of these bad boys in...
Couldn't tell you how long.
It's been a while.
It's been a while
Since I had...
Oh, my head of high. I'm so glad that I can sing because I've been like losing my voice kind of because I was like sick like 5 days ago.
So we filmed yesterday and I made a joke. You sounded a little like RFK Jr.
Right.
Not because of what you were saying. Yeah, right. Not because of what you were saying. Let's make that very clear.
Yeah.
But just because of how you sounded.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it wasn't like Oreos are making your kids autistic.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
If you feed your I don't want to do the impression. That's kind of fucked up.
I know.
I'll do it. I'm not gonna.
I already did.
Yeah. Well, he's just like, you know, saying shit like goldfish will turn your kids gay and then they'll be transgender for New Year's or something.
Yeah. I mean, goldfish are a gateway fish to gayness. Let's be honest.
Are they? They have rainbow ones, so I imagine that like
rainbow fish are fucking cool. Don't even.
I'm on board, baby. I'm imagining.
You know what's an overrated fish? The fighting fish. I'm good.
The hell are fighting fish?
What are those called?
Beta fish.
Beta fish?
What's a fight? Why are they fighting?
I had them when I was younger.
Oh, like you mean the actual fish?
What do you think? What?
I thought you meant the rainbow goldfish. And then
what's that?
They have goldfish. They have a bag of rainbow flavored not flavored, but rainbow
Bro,
colored.
I'm talking about animals. You're talking about snacks?
Well, I started with goldfish.
I thought you were talking about the rainbow fish, the book with the scale that's holographic.
Oh, I know who you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was talking snacks, baby.
Oh.
I was talking full snacks.
Goldfish are fine. Pizza flavored, good.
Ew, dude.
What?
Let me guess. You're also a freak that likes combos? Like a real
I don't hate combos.
Like a real incel?
You think that, first of all, you are not going to pass combos over to the incel community.
Incels have Mountain Dew,
Monster
Energy, combos. We're really fighting to keep beef jerky on our side of the non-incel side of
Well,
the.
one of us is fighting for that, apparently.
I love beef jerky. You don't like beef jerky?
It's good, but I don't need it.
Crazy. You're just gonna give that to the incels willy nilly?
You're about to give combos.
Combos. They've taken it.
No.
I don't like combos. They're kind of gross.
No, I don't. I like them. I like them.
What would you prefer, combos, or those Ritz sandwiches that had the cheese in the middle?
God, you're making me.
I
It's
know.
like picking a favorite child here.
Which you don't have one because you don't have any children that we know of. We get
I'll say the Ritz.
Yeah, that's a
crackers.
That's the.
That dusty cheese is good, dude. I like that dusty cheese.
When I put my mouth on that cheese, and it evaporates into what can only be described as
So you know me.
Yeah, I do.
You know that I like to like,
You love to suck things,
but I don't suck these.
you.
Yeah.
I knew it.
When
I
I-
knew it. This freak Joey likes. And for those of you guys that are audio listeners, he takes his tongue. He makes it sharp. Those of you guys that don't know, Joey's got a sharp tongue
I do.
that has quite the butt crack on it.
Does it?
Yeah, you got a butt crack right down the middle of your tongue. Look at that shit. Look at it.
No, you don't look at my ass tongue. My butt tongue.
But and then he just like for some reason just like uses your strong tongue to just punch the shit out of this fucking cracker.
Well, no, that's not what I was gonna say. I do that sometimes, especially with
You
Oreos.
scrape.
I can scrape an Oreo
scrape the
clean,
shit.
dude. Yeah, I can do that. But the little
God.
crackers, the Ritz crackers
Yeah.
with the cheese, I'll like put the whole thing in my mouth and then kind of open it, eat the one side of the cracker. Bullshit.
You know, I get what you're saying. You know what I like to do?
I haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes of what I'm saying here.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. You're right.
I get it down.
Yeah.
Now I just have cracker and then cheese. And then I take the cheese and I try to get it off of the cracker. And then I take the cheese and I rub it on the top of my mouth with my tongue. And then it just like gets all dusty on the top of my mouth. And then I eat it. Anybody else do that? There's dead. You can hear a pin drop in here.
I don't think you realize how borderline insane it sounds like.
To do that?
Yeah.
You just chew them up and eat them?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
You don't take-
I might.
You don't take the cheese and like
No.
I do that. I swear to
Sometimes
God.
I'll like separate,
Yeah,
like
you
I'll
have to.
separate the cracker in my mouth where I'm like, you go over there, cracker, you and the cheese go over there.
Segregation.
Stop that.
Yeah, exactly.
Men over here, women and children first.
Yeah.
And then I eat it like that. But the only thing that I think I have a weird separation thing with when I eat is peanut M&Ms. Peanut
I like
M&Ms.
cracking those bitches
I
open.
crack the shell. I remove the whole shell. I remove the whole chocolate, and then I got just the peanut in my mouth. And I like to find the seam, and I like to split that shit.
I like
and then
to do
that little like bean on the top of the
Yes.
the peanut.
And
I
you-
love to take that, and it's sharp. And
And I go, and I get it all out of there. And
Yeah.
then I crack that bitch right down the middle.
yes. I love that.
I love that. Also, robin's eggs. The shells on those, I
Unbelievable.
love cracking that shit in my mouth.
Unbelievable. Robin's eggs are a top tier candy, which is why I stand by Easter might have the best seasonal candy of any holiday.
It's very, very, very
It's very
possible.
probable and possible. But in true Basement Yard fashion, we completely got away from what we were doing. 500 episodes.
500.
I think we celebrated 300.
First of all, you hear her?
She's screaming at
She's
you?
yelling at me. Look.
Careful.
She's yelling at
You
me.
almost
She's
took
yelling
that
at me.
shit onto your fucking brand new computer, which, by the way,
Yeah.
Joey has used this thing more than any computer's been used in history.
It's true.
To justify buying it.
It's so true.
But in true Basement Yard fashion, we got off the topic.
yeah.
500 episodes.
Uh-huh.
Is this, because you started the show, is this where you imagined the show would be?
I'm sitting here with Barbara Walters. Thank you for that question. Oh, I thought you were just gonna slam, wham, bam.
Maybe the next one.
What? I like what you got going on here. I'm a big fan of cream and green. The cream and green is good.
I don't know what it is lately, but like I'm greened out, baby.
Bro, me too. Ant was just talking shit that he's like, yo, everything you do is green.
Green phone,
Bro, I got a green phone too.
green face,
Ooh.
green pants.
How's your undies? Whoa. Oh, you're
How are
green.
my undies today?
How are you? Are you wearing tidy whities like before?
No. Oh, you would hate these.
Why?
They're not cream. They're not green or
Are they
cream.
multicolored?
There's no cream on these boxers.
By the way,
Gotta
Frank,
say that in a better way.
there's no cream in these boxers. Frank showed up to the shoot yesterday. The socks that this man had on,
Enough.
a very, very bright orange.
Enough.
They were orange and blue.
They
right?
were orange and blue or green. I can't remember. I have several pairs.
Of those
Enough.
specific.
They're socks. Enough. Enough with all the sock slander. Socks are meant to be fun and playful. They're the only article of clothing you can be really super playful with for only yourself. Shirts, everyone else sees it. Everyone else sees it. So, like, you wear a playful shirt, people just be like, oh, my God, enough. Boxers and boxers, underwear, for those that wear underwear, and socks.
For those who wear underwear.
Like, I mean, like, tight underwear. Because, like, women wear, like,
Strings.
not boxers.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying, you know, they have underwear.
If you were to wear women's underwear, what kind do you think you would wear? Would you thong?
Listen.
Or would you
Listen-
wear panties?
Listen up real quick. Ladies, let me speak on your behalf, okay? I'm going to protect you here. Thongs, they're sick, but if I was a woman, I wouldn't be wearing them. Unless it was like sexy time, here we go, bing, bang, boom.
Okay. So if you were a woman, you wouldn't wear thongs?
I would wear them like if I'm trying to like, if I know I'm getting myself into some shenanigans later.
Okay.
But like, if I'm going straight comfort, baby, these panties is going to be grannies.
You're going granny panties.
I'm going underwears, babe.
What about, what's it called? Booty shorts or something? I don't know.
Like Spanx? But those are like on
Not
top
Spanx.
of thing, aren't they?
Spanx are like,
They're
you
like
know?
shapewear, I think.
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
they're
yeah. I'm
called.
talking about like, they're like shorts kind of.
I'd
But
wear
the
those.
bottom of your butt
Sure.
sticks out.
The idea of wearing a thong and always having this thread in your asshole.
You probably don't feel it though.
I mean, yeah, they've probably through their life warm enough, but like,
Right.
you're gonna tell me that's made for comfort?
Apparently, everyone's wearing them. It's all the rage these days.
It's all right.
thongs.
Those kids are wearing the
The
thongs.
kids love the thongs.
No, I
Ew,
would.
That was disgusting.
Yeah,
Oh,
disgusting.
God.
Here we go.
Make sure you edit that. It yells at you,
Yeah,
right? Look at your hands. Look at your hands. Hang that up. Also, I had a very interesting. I went back to the vet for my dog.
Oh my God! Just let this dog die already.
Jesus Christmas. He's alive and well.
That's good.
It's insane.
This dog is just trying to die on you, and you just won't let it happen, dude.
When was the last time you went to the vet?
Take the hint, Joey.
Oh no. It's a couple beers.
You are a heartless pig. That's what you are.
You can't call a Spanish man a pig.
What-
I guess you
what does
can now.
that
Actually,
mean?
I guess you can nowadays.
I don't even know. Nowadays? Where's the connection?
Here we go.
Jeez, would you fill that with vodka in there? What the fuck's going on over here?
Here we are.
You have a stash.
Damn right I do.
Yep.
Hold on.
There he is.
Welcome back to the basement yard.
Perfect. I went back to the vet, and it's because I saw that my dog was like licking his penis a lot.
Does that mean like he's? Because serious questions here.
Yep.
I remember you talked about the hot spots that dogs get because they lick them. So in your head, were you like, my dog's penis is a real hot spot right now?
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
Technically, I had to refer to my dog's penis as a hot spot.
Yeah.
Also, I had to get in there and check it out.
You jerked off your dog?
That's not how you check it out. So he was licking his. Hey, Giggles.
Sorry.
So he was.
What the fuck?
When we got back from Europe, I picked up my dog, and my mom was like, "Hey, he's been licking his penis a lot," and I was like, "Maybe he's just like in that kind of mood. I don't know. I
Is that
would
a
if
mood
I
that he's
could.
been
You know
in
what I mean?
before?
Huh?
There's several. We would
Frank's
you
hammered.
would if you could?
I don't know, Frank. What are you even saying? Anyway, I pick up the dog.
You heard giggles again,
I
right?
heard
He laughed like this.
I pick up the dog, and she's like, "He's licking his penis a lot." I'm like, "Okay." So then I notice him doing it. I'm in my apartment. So I go over. I'm inspecting this dog's penis.
Yep.
Right? And he's looking at me like.
Are you going to walk me through how? Well,
looking at it? I don't. What do you want me to do? I didn't.
Well, dogs have retractable dicks.
It's not on his actual like.
Oh, so
red rocket penis. It's like the sheath.
The sheath. Incredible. I was ready to attack you, but I love that. Go ahead.
So I just saw something there. I was like, oh yeah, it looks a little red. Gonna take him to the vet. So I take him to the vet.
Wait, his penis looks a little red.
There's like a thing that looks like a cut. So I'm like, oh, it's probably a hot spot. You know, because like if they get cut, they start licking it, and then it could spread.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it looked like a little infected. I go to the. Ant's looking at me like I was the one licking it. Like he was licking his own fucking hot spot. I mean, nothing. I wasn't.
Okay.
I get to the doctor, and he's like, oh, what's going on? It's like, I think there's a hot spot on my dog's penis. He's like, okay, we'll kind of check it out or, whatever. And he was a super nice guy. And then
technically it was your dog's foreskin.
It wasn't. I don't know what to call it, to be honest with you.
It's like the protective barrier.
Yeah.
So it's like the wall.
What is the point of what this interjection that you just had? What are you trying to establish that you don't already know?
I'm trying to hear myself talk.
I know. trying to hear myself. She's whistling. So I go in there and I'm like, oh, there's something wrong with my dog's penis or whatever. And then he's like, okay, cool, we'll check it out. And then he tells me, he's like, by the way, I just want you to know, I didn't want to, because I was in the lobby. And
I don't want
to
tell you I'm a huge fan of
He's
you.
like, I'm a huge fan of yours, and whatever. I love the podcast. I was like, oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Is this the same guy that gave you a discount last time?
No. So I went to a different one, and he actually made a comment. He was like, oh, we were jealous that you went to the other one, and I was like, oh, I don't even know how the fuck they knew that. I think because they
Maybe
were
the
like checking the
records.
system.
Yeah,
maybe?
the records.
So he says that, and I'm like, okay, cool. And he leaves the room for a second to go get the doctor. I look down. My fly could not be more gaped. It's so open. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing now.
You know what's so funny is you've openly told me that's something that you always check for.
Because I'm like always, before we go on stage, I'm like checking to see that it's open. But it was so, dude, I'm not kidding, so cavernous. It was so open.
Just like, what kind of pants were you wearing? Jeans?
I was wearing pants like kind of like these, like a whatever. But like, I think the way that I was sitting, it just didn't help. And it was so opened. And I'm like, this guy's getting a look at my penis and the dog's
penis. So he's seeing one of them is a real hot spot and the other one is just
a spot.
Playfully infected.
Just a spot, just a dot. Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, thanks. But that was like no discount, but they
he should have gave you the I'm a fan of you plus the dick discount. That would have been sick.
I was totally okay with that. I mean, it wasn't a huge bill. The other one was a pretty big bill. So,
last time you had to get them milked or whatever the hell you said.
You don't even listen when I talk.
Most of the time,
nobody is gonna milk my dog, Frank.
Didn't you say they milk his anal glands or something?
They express them.
Oh,
but
it's a form of milking.
Yes. Yes, it is. I guess.
So it's just not the type of milking your dog would prefer, or you would prefer probably.
I would not want my anal gland expressed.
Cause I don't even think that's something we could do.
I don't think we have that either.
I don't think we got that shit. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with
not having that. That's funny that you brought that up though, because I went to the DMV to get that fucking Real ID thing.
I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, you probably have to.
Did it take long?
I had to literally like I was getting fucking Zayn Malik tickets, like go on at like 8 a.m. one morning and get an appointment, and it was like the only appointment that was left. And first of all, naturally, go there. They lost power.
The DMV?
Yeah, they lost power.
Are they allowed?
They lost power, and they were waiting for the what's it called to come back up, the internet. So I got there, and they're like, "You're here for Real ID?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, bad news." And I'm like, "What?" And they told me. So they're like, "Listen, you can take this sheet and come back anytime you want in the next 2 weeks, and we'll take you right in, or you can wait and then try your luck to see, because Verizon was just here, see if it'll come back on, and then if not, you can come back and we'll give you that sheet again. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I was like, I might as well wait a little bit, just to fucking test my luck. And I sat down, and I'm like, all right, I'm giving myself 45 minutes. I was like, if I don't even hear that the internet is back, like if they don't take someone in front of me in that time, I'm just going to leave and come back another day. So I'm sitting there waiting, whatever. When's the last time you physically went to the DMV?
When I got my permit.
Dude, I don't know what it is. It's all old people. It's not.
What are they doing there?
I don't know. But it was
maybe
all
expired.
Well, so one guy was there, and it was just like he needed to get this changed and blah, 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 blah. But like, I was the youngest person in there by 25 years. Like,
do old people just like the DMV?
I don't, maybe.
It's just like a hot spot for them?
A hot spot. Well, this is a hot spot episode.
It is.
Possibly because that's the only place people talk to them, because they're maybe like old decrepit losers.
You've got so much karma you coming your way. It's insane.
But so I'm there, I'm waiting. I'm like, all right, I'm watching, looking at the time, and it gets to 45 minutes. But I notice Verizon is like coming in and out of the building. So I look over like the server room, and they're in there, and I'm like, all right, you know what?
They're hacking the mainframe right now.
Yeah, hacking the
They'll have
mainframe.
it up.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, might as well just give it another few minutes, unless there's a sign that I should get out of here.
Like from the Lord above?
I don't know. You know how I feel. I'm pretty like in the middle agnostic. So like,
yeah, but you're
I'll be like,
superstitious.
send me a sign. And, yeah, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
superstitious. That's, I think, the best thing. And then I'm like, unless there's a sign. At this volume, there's an old man directly in front of me, scrolling through like Facebook, not Instagram has Reels, TikTok. I don't know what TikToks are called. I guess TikToks. But like, what's the Facebook one called?
I have no idea.
The short little video formats.
I think we get what you're saying.
Stories or whatever?
Whatever it is. He's scrolling through them. And it's like, 5 signs to see if your, house foundation is messed up. And then one is just like, if you're using these roofing nails, stop right now,
Yeah.
And then he gets on one, and it's a clear AI voice. Like, my told me, that how it sounds, how it's kind of like
Please
disjointed.
tell me this was like, oh, my big fat tits or something. Was it? What did it say?
Bro, the guy, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was listening to, so I put my phone down to listen more and looked around me, and other people were just like, it starts playing on his phone, and it's like, I gave my stepson these pills to help him with his cock growth. I couldn't believe the results, so I had to test it out for myself.
What?
Yo, I couldn't.
He's watching porn?
He's watching porn in the DMV.
Out loud.
Like, louder than you would. And, like, first of all, I know this is a pet peeve of yours, but people in public scrolling on their phone, you're either at no volume,
Or
you either
one.
have headphones on, or you're at 1. Yes.
2 is jail.
If anyone else can hear you, crazy.
Yeah.
But it's on full volume, honestly, to the point I might have thought to myself, like, does he have a speaker in his pocket or something? Because it was loud.
And it was like, my son's dick,
Yes.
and I've got to try it out.
Yes.
What?
Yes. And I thought
Did anyone
for a sec-
say, hey?
Bro, I thought for a second it might have been like, I gave this old man watching porn in public the benefit of the doubt.
Did you see his phone?
No. So I thought for a sec, like, maybe
Benefit
it's
of the doubt. What is it?
the benefit of the doubt of thinking, like, I gave them the pills, so then I took the pills to try it on myself. But
That's the benefit
that's
of
the benefit of the doubt. But then I listened, and it was a female voice, and then she started getting more sexual. It was just like, I unzipped his pants and couldn't believe it.
This guy's listening to a smut book.
Bro, I was sitting there flabbergasted at this fucking guy. And not only watching porn in public, but like
Blasting it.
not only blasting and watching porn in public, but it was like my stepson,
Yeah.
which is fucking disgusting.
Right.
I literally put my phone in my pocket. I put my papers by my side. That was my sign. I got the fuck up and left.
Oh, so you didn't get it?
I just got up and left.
So that was your sign.
That was my sign.
Damn, dude. You should have been like, this will be good for the podcast, and walked over and be like, hey, Rusty, what are you watching? The fuck is this?
You wanted me to like inquire and just be like, let's sit down and analyze this together.
I mean, I don't have that in me. I could never do that to a stranger and walk up and be like, are you blasting audio porn right now? What's going on, sir?
I looked over. There was a woman like 4 seats to my right, and she was just like, you know that look? You know what I mean?
It's like, is he watching stepmom porn?
I couldn't, like, at what level of not giving a fuck do you allow something like that to happen?
Bro, you know what's crazy? Like, obviously that's ridiculous. There's those videos that exist. And you said that one was like AI or something?
It sounded like it, like the cadence was very AI-like. You know what I mean?
It probably was. And he was like, oh. I can only imagine what he was watching, honestly.
Oh, God.
I've been getting these, like, TikTok shop fucking ads or something.
Bro.
But they're so weird. It's like a girl in the middle of telling a story about, oh, my boyfriend has never clapped my cheeks as hard as he has this past weekend. And then she's selling some product like ashwagandha pills or something. It's like, my boyfriend like was thunderclapping the shit out of my cheeks, and I'm like, this is what advertising is now.
This is what sells, apparently.
And so a dude is watching that, being like, oh, if he thunderclapped her shit, then I'm gonna thunderclap some cat.
See, this is the way. If you're gonna sell fake cock pills, the way to do it is at a bodega on a rack right next to, like, you know, a $100,000 bar, and it says something like rhino fuck or like jackhammer cock time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Did I ever tell you what I went to? When I lived in Astoria, I went to the deli and I got a sandwich, and I'm paying for it, and the dude goes, he starts pointing to, like, because there's like, it's right next to the register.
Yeah, I know. It's
All the
literally,
dick
as
pills.
you're paying, it's right here.
Yeah, and literally it's like giraffe tits or so, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like hard giraffe dick or whatever it's called. And it's like something like that. And he's like, yo, you need this? And I was like, nah, I'm good. He's like, nah, bro. He's like, you need it. And I'm like, what's going on, bro? I'm trying to buy a sandwich from you. I'm trying to like help
What
out.
about you gave off limp dick energy?
Yeah, I was like, yo, why do you think that I need some, you know, turbo hyena dick or whatever the fuck? Like, what vibes am I giving off that you think I need that?
I can't imagine. Now, listen, I understand, you know, there are people that suffer from erectile dysfunction, and you take whatever supplements and pills you need to work on
Yeah, but
that.
like, take something with class.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
That was crazy.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, go get a Blue Chew if you feel so inclined. Cialis.
Something from a doctor.
What's the Viagra?
Yeah.
Bro, if you're getting your cock pills from the same place that you buy loose cigarettes, you're fucking up in life.
Yeah, come on, bro. Maybe you did some irreversible damage to that fucking yang.
I imagine, though, like, there's gotta be. I saw one on when I was like scrolling. I follow this account that like tweets crazy things that like I screenshot and we use for the episodes. And one of them was just like the new viral sex chocolate. And it's like, what is going on, dude?
Yeah.
Like,
Chocolate to make me horny?
I mean, apparently chocolate's an aphrodisiac in and of itself.
Nothing has ever, I've eaten anything and been like, it's go time. It's
Really?
never happened to me.
Yeah, they say that about like strawberries, chocolate, oysters.
Never.
I will say this. I've eaten quite a ton of oysters.
Never.
I can't imagine that the oysters are what made me horned up.
Right. It's usually just women.
Yeah.
That's usually
That's
what
what I'm
does
saying.
it.
What did the trick was
Women, not
not
the Hershey bar I ate on the way over. Okay?
But like, maybe that's what our next business venture needs to be. Maybe if you guys make another hot sauce, Secret Handshake Food Co. Did I say that right? Secret Handshake
Yeah.
Food Co.
Yeah.
They had
It felt wrong when you
It
said
did.
it, but it was right.
You have the Everything Bagel hot sauce. You have the Bloody Mary hot sauce. What if your next hot sauce is an aphrodisiac hot sauce that like is like laced with like hints of chocolate, strawberry, other foods that are horny foods. So it's a horny hot sauce.
It's a good name.
Horny hot sauce.
Horny hot sauce.
I'm giving you that for free, by the way.
We're not gonna market a horny hot sauce.
Everyone else is doing it.
I
People are
know.
getting their thunderclaps tied down and bang bang derang.
I know.
You might as well.
I know. It is kind of crazy that those are like a thing. And again, we're not saying there's an issue with people who have ED. I
Yes.
get it.
Correct.
People have erectile dysfunction. That's totally fine. But if you're going to buy your pills right next to where you would buy a lighter,
A lighter with fucking
like
a lighter with like a skeleton like this on.
I'm just saying, maybe you've made mistakes.
If
And
you get breakfast sandwiches from the same place you buy your dick pills, you need to reevaluate that.
yeah, and fuck that motherfucker that was pawning off the pills.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
saying that I needed them.
I mean, they always had horny goat weed was the one they had by us,
Horny goat weed.
which
There
I
was
don't-
a hyena one that I saw though, and I was
hyena
like, bro,
humper.
I don't know what it's called.
I don't know either, but I imagine. I mean, they're all animal based.
And they're all
I don't know why
like,
goats are the one that they put in there though.
it's also about like going fast and then an animal. Like,
yeah,
it's like
so it'll be like
nitrous oxide hyena dick fuck or something. I don't know.
we'll workshop the name.
We're coming up with stuff, but we do have some ads. That's not a good place to start. We do have some ads for this episode. The first one being, how you doing? Stitch Fix. Shopping is hard, but a better way to do that with Stitch Fix. Okay, Stitch Fix is like an online stylist. Okay, you go onto their website, you take a style quiz, you tell them, I like wearing clothes like this. I like stripes. I like this kind of fit. I'm this tall. This is my waist size, stuff like that. You let them know the kind of clothes that you like to wear, and then they get to work and they pull a bunch of stuff from a bunch of brands that you know and love. They send it to your house, and you only pay for the stuff that you keep. Okay, the rest you send back, and returns are always free. So whatever you send back or whatever, you don't have to pay for. It's great, but it's a great way to kind of keep your closet current. Okay, you always get and it's nice to get a little package every once in a while and be like, ooh, some new clothes, you know, and someone's working for you. They know your style, what you like to wear, which brands you like, and they'll send stuff to your house. It's amazing. So make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/basement. That is stitchfix.com/basement, but they will send you all that stuff, okay? And they'll make sure that you're looking good. Speaking of looking good, we also have Skims, okay? Skims, you know, I know a lot of people think this is just women's underwear, but no. They have Skims men's, and this is some of the most comfortable underwear I've ever put on my body, okay? They have... when it first came out, I was like, damn, it's just for women. It looks very comfortable on their skin. I wish that I could have some of that, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. But now they have Skims men's. They have awesome underwear, and they're amazing. Okay, my first impression, I put them on. Very soft, tight, a perfect amount of tight. Okay, if you want it too tight, sometimes you get underwear that's too tight, and you're like, okay, this is too crazy. Now I feel like I can't breathe in this thing. But it's a perfect amount of tight. It keeps everything where it needs to be, and it's like breathable. So it's not like a sweat factory down there, if you know what I'm talking about. And fellas, I know you do. So Skims, they have awesome boxer briefs. They have a stretch brief. They have a bunch of different things. Go check them out. Shop Skims Men's and more at skims.com. They also have a flagship store on 5th Ave, so you can go check that out if you're in the New York area. But they are the official underwear partner of the NBA, WNBA, and USA basketball. So when you go to Skims and you buy some stuff, let them know that we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey, and then select our show in the drop-down menu that follows, okay? So go get that. Men, women, whoever, skims.com. Get yourself some underwear. Let them know we sent you.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're feeling good and you want to have a little more of us, go check us out at patreon.com/thebasementyard. We thank you guys for your continued love and support. We are working tirelessly to give you guys more of us, and you can get more of us at Patreon. That's right, patreon.com/thebasementyard. You go and sign up for that first tier. You get these weekly episodes one whole week in advance. In that second tier, you get exclusive episodes every single Friday. So you can start and end your week with the Basement Boys. Thank you, guys. We're creeping toward 34,000 paid patrons. We are so appreciative and thankful. If you sign up, For that second tier, you get all those backlogged episodes. So don't just sit there and think like, oh, I'm going to sign up and then just get them when they come out. No, hundreds of episodes at your disposal. So go check it out. And if you're going to do it, do us a favor. Go to patreon.com/thebasementyard on a web browser. Apple has been a little crazy with their whole taking money and they're cutting all that stuff. So it helps us out directly. So go to patreon.com/thebasementyard on the web browser. Sign up there, and it'll continue to support us. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time. Oh, we're not going anywhere. Oh, I don't hear her screaming. There she goes.
Bro, I've done a number on this. What are you up to?
I'm at just below 2.
Holy shit, this is 1.5 liters? Yeah, I'm not finishing this.
You got it. You got it.
That's banana pants.
Frankie was beating Joe, but now Joe took the lead.
Why are they yelling? There's so much yelling going on.
There's a little.
Oh my god.
So
Stinky Winky.
Whose Winky is Stinky?
No. Not my dog's.
Your dog's is fucking hot.
No, I fixed it.
You fix it.
That's crazy. He just said my dog's
Hot
penis was
spot,
out.
baby.
No, I know what you meant.
Hot
but
spot.
I know what you said.
I have a question.
Ask me.
Did you see this video of this snake in Thailand? This is a very wiener episode today.
Did I see a snake in Thailand?
Well, you've never been to Thailand.
No.
Would you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah? Oh, you haven't watched White Lotus.
No, I haven't. But they have elephant sanctuaries out there, and I would love to pet an elephant.
Would you like an elephant if it were, like, would you like to, like, pet it or ride it? Ride?
I would ride it. I would, but I feel like not if they're mean to the elephants. You know what I mean?
Well, like, they need to be a little mean to horses.
Who?
When you're riding a horse. When's the last time you rode a horse?
I've never ridden a horse.
What? You should ride a horse, man.
I've rode a horse with you.
In pre-K.
Yeah, those were
We went and
probably
rode-
donkeys.
We rode horses, Becca and I, for our anniversary, and Becca, bleeding heart, love her, but she was like, the woman was just like, all right, give him a little kick in order to like move faster,
Oh, you got to kick them.
and Becca was just like, I don't want to, and she's like, they have very thick, like actual thick skin.
Bro, also, I could never hurt a horse, even if I wanted to. I feel like you could hit a horse with a baseball bat, and they'd be like, hello.
I mean, yeah, maybe, I don't know,
They look strong as fuck. Not that I would do that. That's psychotic. But
bro. You don't understand the power of a horse until you're on one.
I don't know why that was
So you're
funny.
riding this thing.
horsepower.
This thing.
Oh, I felt horsepower,
You
buddy.
felt-
You ever get in a Mustang? Yeah, I felt it.
I got a Ford F-150 packed in the backyard. But yo, did you see this snake in Thailand?
No.
It might make you want to rethink it. Ant, pull this shit up. So there've been some floods over there. We hope everyone's okay. And
What the fuck is that?
so this video came out, and it's a python.
This
It
isn't
may,
real.
it may be fake, but who cares? We're not the real
Wait,
police.
did it eat?
Did it eat?
Dude, that looks like it ate a fat man.
That's what I think
There's
they've
no way
done
that's
that.
real.
Bro, why
I
not?
refuse.
Dude, you ever heard the story of the Amazon? That there was like, it was like the late 1800s or something? Yeah, I can't.
What?
I can't.
I'm not ready to speak words yet because of what? The fuck?
That's a big bitch.
If there are things in the world that exist like that,
Dude.
we don't have a big enough military then.
Oh, we definitely
Can you
don't.
imagine? I mean, we do spend a lot of the
You know what's
military.
crazy?
We have a big military, yeah.
We have a
Yeah, but I don't trust them. I trust the military. I don't
go.
trust the people who control the military is what I wanted to say.
We're on an episode. This is becoming. Keep drinking. Dude, what would you do if you came in and that was just like hanging from here?
A giant
There's nothing you could do. You would be
spider.
You'd be dead.
Fuck, how much did I drink already? Yeah, no, I'm not excited about that at all. I mean, if I saw a snake, I'm not like afraid of snakes, but anything that big, I'm afraid of.
Anything that big? You're afraid of elephants?
See, when it comes to animals like that, I'm in the same way. I'm like, we're dumb in different ways.
Who's we?
Me and you.
Oh.
We're dumb in different ways. No. So like you think you could like beat animals up. I think. Well, actually, no. This is similar because with you and gorillas, where you're like, oh, I'll kind of like whatever. I think that I have something in me.
Yep.
That when animals see me, they know that like I'm their boy.
You're not a threat.
And not that I'm not even a threat, that I'm just like, that I get them. Like they see me and they're like, oh, like a Dr. Doolittle. I'm dead ass. I think this.
Yeah, I know. No. This is like they feel their vibes and they're like, this guy's not a threat, so I'm just going to do my animal thing over here.
When I am walking on the street and I see a dog and we make eye contact, I really think that they see me and they, in their mind, they're like, oh, yeah, no, that's good. Like I think that they understand. Like a dog barking or whatever, I feel like I would walk up to it and it would stop barking.
You're like
I'm an
Cesar
idiot.
Millan, basically, is what you're saying.
What I am is fucking stupid.
Yeah, we know
right?
that.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like that. So, but I would say giant snakes. I don't feel that way with.
I don't think
Elephants. An angry elephant who's doing the thing. If I walked up to them and I just felt like I could like calm it. If I just you gotta get on the side of them. But
you'd put your
look at
hand
his
under
eye.
here. You do that.
Well, I would
do
just
that
look
thing.
into his eye and I'd be like, "It's okay, big fella," and it would chill.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if that's real, but I feel that in my heart.
Big fella.
I don't know if I would use that language.
Yeah. Well, what if you angered it even more because it was like, did you just assume my gender? I'm a big elephant.
That's true.
Crazy. And you could tell elephants' genders pretty easily. You just go around
Just
the
got
back.
big swinging dicks.
The dicks are big. The vaginas are big.
Really?
They're just big animals, dude.
I don't know that I've seen an elephant vagina in my day, but
I mean, neither have I, but they're big animals. I imagine that they
gotta have it.
gotta have it. You know, they gotta have a walk-in closet back there.
Yeah, exactly. I watched a video of a rhino taking a dump the other day.
All right, everyone. I'll see
Let
you
me
guys
tell-
later.
I'll tell you this. They produce a lot of dump. A lot.
Yeah,
A good a lot.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever seen the one of the hippo dumping? And it's just like its tail is like acting like a fan.
Yeah, and it's like slapping it
Yeah.
around. That is dumb.
Yeah, dumb design. Absolutely.
Also, like, hippos don't even need tails.
Yeah, I agree. They have really dumb, stupid tails.
You're so big. You have this very thin tail.
and it's like it has like a little thing at the end. It's just
got like four
it's like a little
Homer
puff.
Simpson hairs at the end of the tail.
Yeah,
What's the point of this?
I don't like that
Get
shit
rid of
either.
it.
Although, have you seen an elephant tail up close? Dude,
I can't. Oh, no, they're big.
it looks like a mace. Those hairs look like if they hit you, they'll pierce you.
They're sharp hair.
Dude, I mean, they're just thick hairs.
Ooh.
Ant, do me a favor. Look
Yes.
up, as he's doing that, we're going to talk. Look up elephant tail up close.
Okay.
A lot of animals have tails that don't need them. Bears. Why the fuck do bears have tails?
I'd
dude?
like a tail, though.
I would not hate one.
I would like a tail just to, like,
Just to wag it?
yeah.
Just to have it?
Or, like, if it was big enough that I could, like, pick stuff up.
Go to that first picture, babe.
This?
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had it. What?
Yeah, dude.
That's an elephant's tail?
Hell yeah. Look, there's one of it crapping right below it.
Yeah.
Don't click on that.
Okay.
That's an elephant's tail? That's so weird.
Look at how thick that hair is. That's like brush.
That's-
Brush.
Looks like that looks like you clean your grill with it.
That does look like that.
That does.
I have another question. Since we're just asking questions today, let's let them fly. Why is everyone so mad at Katy Perry?
Oh, yeah, they did the Blue Origin.
They did that Blue Origin space thing.
Before we get into Katy Perry, do you think that's real or is it fake?
I don't know. I think a lot of people now are saying that it's fake. Like they're suggesting that it's fake. I haven't looked in enough to be able to plant my flag in either side
Yeah.
of the argument. But
Would you do it?
no. The fattest no that I could ever imagine.
That's a scary one,
Dude, no. I hate getting in a plane. you think,
That's true,
You
yeah.
think I would be like, let's go to space where there's nothing?
Are you in space or are you like in the
Technically-
ozone or the
Yeah,
atmosphere?
that's a good question. I think technically you leave.
If I could, see, that's the thing. First of all, I'm with you.
No.
9.
No.
Not doing it. But like the idea that I could be above the earth looking at it and then also look into space for a second, is so crazy. I can't even imagine. I almost feel like it can't be real, because if that was me and I went into space and I saw the Earth in front of me and then I saw space behind me and I landed back on Earth, I would be like so different.
Dude, I would be a different person, because it would just like, I'm not even kidding. I think I would just look at life differently, because when you see like
How big it is.
not even how big it is, but like when you see like every person you've ever met, every interaction, everything is just right there, and then nothing, I'd be like, nothing matters to anything and ever nothing.
I know. How do you get down and you hold up a flower and you promote your album? Like, I'd be like, bro, I'm not me anymore.
Yo, I wouldn't be able to get down and talk with people about anything other than like, nothing is real. Nothing is real. Dude, if I go and I see this thing and I'm
You'd be doing the Jim Carrey thing. You ever see his interviews where he's like, I'm not me. I'm a fictional character of it. And you're
bro,
like, what?
I would lose my mind, because the idea of seeing
The Earth.
the Earth in like such a way that makes it feel so insignificant
Bro.
is not like, I couldn't handle that.
Like, yo.
And then looking and seeing the sun.
the
sun? The sun. You think you could just look at the sun and be fucking like, okay, dude?
How, can we see the sun?
We see it from here, babe.
That's not what I mean. I mean, like, if you're in space, if you look at the sun, what does it look like?
The sun.
But, like, so you can't look at the sun, though, is my point.
But it's so far away that you could look at it and just go like, yo, that's the sun. Isn't that wild that the sun is like the sun, dude?
sun.
The sun is just the sun.
The sun is,
It's crazy.
it's big.
big, brother.
Bro, also the sun is really the father. Really, if it decides,
Yeah.
I'm not going to work today, we're all dead.
What? Also, who named it the sun? Like, why didn't they call it something way cooler? S-U-N? Call it a cooler thing. What, bitch?
How many Earths do you think can fit inside the sun?
Millions.
I would say 150 million Earths.
Yeah, it's a lot. I would say, honestly, Joey, I'm gonna. You know what?
100
Cosign 500 episodes, 150 mil.
150 million Earths.
1.3 million Earths, but it's still a lot.
Okay.
You guys went very high.
We kinda.
I'm excited that we were.
I mean,
above.
1.3 million is still a lot
That's
of
a
millions.
ton. That's a big burning star.
It's a star. It's just gas, dude.
Gas.
I don't think there's a surface to it. I think it's just like gas.
How is it burning still? It's been so
Don't
long.
ask. Someone might realize and be like, yeah, well, actually, you know what? Click. Turn that
Yeah.
shit off. It would take 8 minutes.
Wait.
Here we go.
How is the sun in space
Yep.
burning so hot
Yep.
that it warms the Earth?
Yeah.
But as we know it, fire needs oxygen. If without oxygen, there can't be fire.
Maybe
but
it's
in
not
space, there's
actual-
no oxygen.
Maybe it's not actual oxygen. Maybe it's it's burning the hydrogen or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, like how is that happening? That the sun is
well,
like
hydrogen is important.
it's fire. We know it's fire.
But is it real? Like, is it fire like we know it? This isn't like a fucking, like, when you
It's
go
space
buy
fire?
a fucking lighter that has, like, a weed sock on it.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is, like, space fire. So I think it's, like, different fire.
okay.
So it's not, like, fire. It's just, like, burning gas.
that doesn't need oxygen to burn.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like that's so interesting.
And it's just there, like, it's just, like, a constant. It's got so much of itself that it's just, like, we're just good forever. Hopefully. 8 minutes is all we have, babe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw one video and it was just like, here's what would happen if the Earth, if the sun just burnt out tomorrow, and
No,
it's
no,
like,
no, I'm not
you don't want to know.
dead.
Well, it would take not long. It would basically be
Like
like,
a couple months and we're dead.
yeah, probably, because it's like the first week, like you'd go into like a winter,
Oof.
and then it like things will just like the ocean will freeze, like everything.
That'd be cool. We go ice skating.
That would be no. I'm not ice skating on the ocean. Get the hell out of here.
I would.
I wouldn't like that. Ice skating on the ocean, dude? What if it cracks and you fall through?
It won't.
But what if it does?
Dead.
Yeah.
I'll be dead in a week anyway.
No, I mean, we'd probably survive off of like, I would say 8 months we'd survive.
With no sun.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Chief.
No?
Just in complete darkness.
I mean, think of science. Science has now allowed us to figure out heat, figure out light.
Think about science.
Think
I'm
about
thinking
that.
about science now.
You know? I mean, most of the food in America is chemically grown anyways.
You could survive on beans.
You could I mean, I think beans need to grow. Beans are plants.
Canned beans, I mean.
What do you think those are?
Beans. Yeah, but we have a bunch of cans.
Yeah, but then we won't.
Right.
Then we won't have them.
That's a good point.
You know? And then what? And then what do we eat? All the fucking, it would become a desert. The earth would become a desert, basically. A tundra desert. This is a...
Who do you think's eating somebody first?
Maybe we shouldn't talk about the end of the earth, apocalypse, because I don't want to go there. I'm having a good day.
Okay, so back to my original question, though. Why is everyone so upset with Katy Perry? Like, did you see, like, Wendy's, like, tweeted at her, like...
Kesha's got beef with her.
Kesha's got beef with Katy Perry?
Because Kesha went to Wendy's and was like, ha, 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 and she posted a picture.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's
Why
beef.
is Wendy's always like, we're the beef boys, and we're all over beef. I saw people are like upset at Katy Perry, and this is not me saying like I don't get it. What did she? I'm saying like I just don't know.
I don't know either.
Like,
I mean, I don't know about the beef between Kesha and Katy Perry either, but apparently there is one.
Oh no, has it got to do with that guy that did all Kesha's music?
What?
Wasn't there a guy that like was in charge of all of Kesha's music or something like that?
I'm not familiar. I know that Kesha, something happened to Kesha, something not cool. I don't know if that has something to do with this. I have no idea.
I honestly don't know.
All I know is that people were like, "Ooh, Kesha's shading fucking Katy Perry."
Well, because they posted like a picture and it's like Katy Perry's made it back from space, and then Wendy's, the official account for the fast food chain Wendy's, tweeted like, "Can we send her back?"
Yeah, that's wild.
Like,
That's a wild.
like I just don't. And then like there have been a ton of people that have been saying like, "Fuck Katy Perry," like let her say. And I think people's issue with the Blue Origin space thing is that like it undermines like the work that is being done by like space engineers and stuff like that. But,
Does it?
like, that's what I've seen people posting. Like I've seen people just salty, like we're rich, we can go to the moon, blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, that. I mean,
You know.
it's like tone deaf. I heard that Katy Perry was like, "I recommend this to everyone," and it's like, bro, we can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about? That we can go do that.
It was like her, Gayle King, and
Yeah.
other people.
Oh, I saw the video of them like walking on, and Gail did not look happy.
I mean, I wouldn't be happy going into space.
Me neither. I'd be shaking.
I mean, did they sign up for it, or did they have to like buy into it?
I don't know.
How did they choose Katy Perry? No offense to Katy
Katy
Perry.
Perry's, I mean, a big person.
She is no longer what she was 10 years ago. Like Katy Perry 10 years ago was like A-lister, ton of music coming
she's
out.
absolutely an A-lister still. Like she's still like an A-list pop fucking like borderline. Yeah, dude. She's a giant following.
What is she say? Is she releasing new music?
I don't know. I'm not the demo, so I don't really know.
I mean, you have your ear to the ground more than I do with this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't like. People are like upset. Ant, do you know why people are so upset at Katy Perry?
I think it's just what he said, just rich people going to the moon.
Like tone
But
deaf
like
shit.
before that, people were upset with her for something.
Here's what I'll say. I don't know if there's a reason to hate Katy Perry. That'd be fun. I love hating people. Right? But I think if there isn't a legitimate reason to hate Katy Perry, right? And she got back from space and Wendy's was just like, send that bitch back. That's fucking hilarious.
It is. It is.
And if I'm Katy Perry, bro,
if I'm Katy Perry, I'm beefing.
I'm going on Twitter and be like, suck my dick.
Bro, I'm beefing with Wendy's so
If
bad.
there's nothing is what I'm saying. If Wendy's just jumped off the porch like, yo, fuck Katy Perry.
Bro, this is not the first time. Yeah, if like Katy Perry is under fire, and this is us just saying we legitimately don't know.
I'm trying
if
to
she's
picture
under fire for something like heinous and ugly, like yeah, fuck her, absolutely.
But we
like,
don't know.
We don't know. But like, why from
It's
Wendy's? Why?
I'm trying to put myself in Katy Perry's shoes. If I went to space and came back and it was like such a crazy moment for me, and then Wendy's was like, "Yo, send his ass back." I'd be like, "Suck my dick, Wendy's." Like, what the fuck did I do to you?
This isn't the first time that Wendy's has like just tried roasting people on social media. Like,
Damn, Wendy's.
it's not. It doesn't make sense. And can you look up other times Wendy's done this? But like, out of all places, like it just Wendy's. Like, it would make sense.
It is funny though to be like a fast food restaurant.
Bro,
and
if I was beefing with a fast food restaurant on fucking social media, actually that would be kind of sick.
that's how I got my start.
Oh, with Taco Bell?
Yo, I've seen people like reenact our interaction. Drove me nuts. But
Oh, like trying to take it to be their own, like kind of
Yeah.
like being like
that was
biters.
like 2010,
yeah.
which is crazy.
I
I was hyped that a verified account even replied to me.
I am forever. I got hyped once because Chipotle like responded to me. I got hyped and they like, I don't know. It was so cool and I loved Chipotle at the time. Now, not so much.
Speaking of brands, we do have more sponsors that I would have forgot about. But listen, Mother's Day is coming up. You know what that means? I have the greatest gift in the world for your mother, okay? And that's Aura Frames. Aura Frames was named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, and it's easy to see why, okay? This is a great thing to get for your mother, especially if you're, out of the house. Maybe you don't see your mom as much as she would like you to. You can there's unlimited storage. You can add as many photos, videos, and like memes or whatever you want to this frame, and your mother can just like watch your life. Like I gave my mom an Aura frame, and me and all my siblings, we upload pictures of our lives if I go on a trip, or like pictures of my dog and stuff, or pictures of me, and my siblings do the same with their children and whatever they're doing. We upload it to this thing, and my mom just has this rotating picture frame that has pictures of us, the kids, or whatever, and videos and stuff like that. So it's a really cool thing, especially for mothers. And because Mother's Day is coming up, I think this is like what you should get, honestly. But it's awesome. And they have a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's Aura Frames, spelled A-U-R-A, frames.com. The promo code is BASEMENT. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. But yeah, go get that Aura frame, man. I think that's a great gift for anybody, even if it's not for your mother, but for anyone. I think it's just an awesome gift. You can upload all these things to it. It's really cool. So check it out. Auraframes.com. Use that code BASEMENT. And lastly here, we have Stamps.com. It handles all your mailing and shipping needs whenever. I just said whenever twice. I meant whenever, wherever. You can seamlessly connect with every major market and shopping cart if you sell products online. You have access to all the USPS and UPS services that you need, and also rates that you won't get anywhere else. So you get up to 88% off USPS and UPS rates. That's amazing. No more tedious postage math. They have a rate advisor that helps you calculate the best shipping rates fast. So everything that you need that you could get at the post office, it saves you the trip there. You don't have to wait in any lines or go find parking or any of that. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can do it at 3 a.m. in your underwear if you want. Whatever you're into, you could do it then. So go to Stamps.com. You can get a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale at Stamps.com/basement. So yeah, thank you for them to sponsoring the show. But you get a 4-week trial, free postage, digital scale. Also, no long-term contracts or commitments or anything like that. Just go to Stamps.com and use the code BASEMENT for that special offer. Okay? Boom. Boom.
All right. So it looks like Ant pulled up other times that Wendy's roasted people on Twitter. This is going back. Oh, this is only a couple years. I feel like this is way older, though. Embassy Suites by Hilton replying to someone, roast us next, tell your dad to get off Twitter.
They roasted like other companies here.
So is it like
is what I
their
found.
thing? Is Wendy's now like the
Yeah,
official
that's their thing.
roaster of people on like social media? This is stupid.
It's like Monster Energy, top drink of choice for when you hate yourself, and so does your English teacher. Like, it's a little intense.
That
It's
is
true,
but
though.
that's not a roast when you're just exposing the truth.
Have you ever drank a Monster's Energy?
No, have you?
I have never, but I
I
feel
feel like if I did, I would immediately like just start wearing tap out shirts all the time.
I feel like that too. I feel like if I didn't want to have sex with women, then I would probably love it.
Like if you wanted to hate them.
Yeah.
Like if your approach to women was just like, I'm going to be mean to them, and then when they don't like me, I'm going to hate them for it.
Bro, I'm glad that you brought that up.
Okay. Oh, boy. Are we going after incels today?
Yeah.
Every day. Get them.
I'm trying.
There was a tweet that I saw, and it was a dude, and like, I mean, obviously it's the internet, so who knows if this is like real, but it was a dude's like Tinder profile. Starts it off with trigger warning.
Yeah, you've already lost. You're already.
If you write your own trigger warning to like your bio, or like, oh, I might say something offensive, or if it's like me and my boy, if we started a podcast, we get canceled immediately.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys are sick, dude. Just say you're racist. It says, let me guess, you're 25 with 3 kids. This is how he's starting off.
Wait, who's he saying this?
This is
to?
a random person.
Oh, this is his bio?
His Tinder bio.
Oh, so he thinks he's attracting a certain clientele.
Let me guess.
Let me guess, you're 25 with 3 kids.
And you've done had your fun. Now you don't want that. You want a real man to settle down with and take care of you and your kids because you let a loser nut inside you.
Jesus Christ.
Then the ultimate. I'm 6 foot even. We're starting off with the height.
Well,
that's when you know.
That's what you guys do.
I mean, when you start off with your height, or if your height is in your bio, then your dick is
Tiny.
tiny. I'm 6 foot even, have my own house, 2 vehicles.
Technically, a bike is a vehicle.
Mm-hmm. And I make over $75K a year.
Whoa! I mean, I know it's hard out there for people, but like
To put it on here, like it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table? If the answer is someone else's kids, then go kick rocks. No man will ever want you. Stop saying you're thick. You're obese. Also, you're not a dog mom. You're a pet owner.
Jesus. I will say the very last line I am fully on board with. You're not a dog mom. You're a pet owner. That kind of goes hard.
But no, it doesn't. Fuck you.
No, you call yourself dog dad?
No.
If anyone says you have any kids, you say yeah, and he has 4 paws.
No.
If you did, Joey, tell me right now because I will shoot you in the back of the head.
We got down to the bottom here.
Nice.
This is kind of insane. No, I wouldn't say that. But what do you? No, I'm definitely beating you. Okay. My thing is like I don't understand why there's men on the internet thinking like if your objective is to attract women, why is the thought process like I'm going to insult them first?
Well, I think there's this mentality that it's just like women want a man that's a real man that tells them like, where's my fucking dinner and fuck you and your opinions. I'm gonna handle everything. Like they think that's what people want.
Do they all sound like Stone Cold?
I mean, I don't know, but don't disrespect Stone Cold Steve Austin. By the way, though.
I love Stone
Not
Cold.
in my fucking house.
Are you kidding me? It's my dream to get fucking stunnered.
We can make that happen.
I would love to make that happen.
Oh my god, it'd be so sick. No, I think it's because like society tells them like men are not men anymore. Now they wear dresses and they drink soy lattes and they have friends that are women that they're not fucking. Like
Even straight guys are gay.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So like they feel like the people that are unable to formulate any opinion outside of what they're being told by the media think like, okay, so in order to appeal to the women that I want, I need to be a piece of shit.
But like I understand that. My what I'm saying is like it's interesting for me to see guys thinking that in order to make myself look desirable, I have to be mean or I have to say negative things about women and like this is what I bring to the table. So and you don't, right? It's not necessarily about making yourself be like, okay, if you want to be successful, you want to be in shape, you want to do all those things, that's great. That's a great thing. You don't need to then put down women at the same time because that hurts your chances at being attractive. I don't get the idea
Yeah,
that
because
you're like.
you're not an idiot.
Well, I know
you're
I'm-
not a moron. That's why you don't get it. That's why I've stopped even trying to understand it. When I say like I don't get why these people are so stupid, it's because I'm not putting myself in the idiotic mindset to even try to comprehend it. That's why you don't get it. So I know how you are, Joey. You try to understand things that you don't get. Sometimes, if you don't get it and you don't understand it, just let it fucking be dumb and idiotic by itself.
I'm just saying, I think that if the objective is to be like a high value man, the value, like,
Oh my God.
so hold on. So listen, right? I just want to get this out.
This is, by the way, like 4 Millers deep. This is what we're talking about right now.
Those are Michelobes.
Potatoes.
We're on a golf course.
Can't do anything nice.
Yeah. Did you expense those?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, like, if the objective is to be attractive to women, right? And even the term high value man,
I hate that shit so much.
same, but who determines the value? I think if you're talking about the dating market, the person who makes the value is the opposite person. You know what I mean? Like, you're only a high value man if women see you as a high value man.
Well,
not if men see you as a high
Well, no,
value man,
now
'cause
all
that's
these
not the
fucking,
market.
I'm not going to say their names, but now all these fucking, like, pro-men podcasters that sit there and just be like, you're high value because you're strong. You're high value because you are, your ancestors killed saber-toothed tigers.
Yeah.
Like, they have convinced people that are sitting in their fucking basement and playing video games for 20 hours a day, which I'm not saying anything bad about that. I love video games. But, like, they have convinced those people that, like, they need to go out and grab respect by the fucking horns and rein it in
Yeah.
without giving the respect to other people.
No, but that's my point. Like, I'm saying the term high value man, like, who determines the value? It makes more sense to me to be like, well, you're a high value man because a lot of women want you, not because a lot of dudes want you. Like, if you're a straight guy,
Unless you're gay, and that's cool.
well, yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about though. But like, if you're a straight guy, if you're a high value man, that means that women are determining the value because those are the people that are choosing. You know what I mean?
Supply and demand, baby. I completely get it.
So, like, you're saying you want to be a high value man because other men think that you're high value or something? Like, you're trying to prove a point to other men. Like, that doesn't. Like, you're isolating.
Joey,
I know that. I'm
know,
not, like,
but no-
confused. I'm just, like, talking.
But
Like,
you are confused, and
I'm not confused.
You're stupid.
what are you talking about?
I think so. Joey, right before we were recording, was saying that he believes he is a high value man, and that people should be impressed when he walked into the room. Like, Joey said, he's like, when I walk to the room, people say, like, oh my God, that's a guy that means more than anyone else in here.
What are you talking about?
I know, I'm talking out of my ass. Honestly.
Now. I was getting to a point. And
I
you
know, and I
derailed that.
appreciate your point, but I also think that this is a comedy show where you talk a lot about comedy. Sorry, catch up.
Go ahead.
Sorry, catch up.
You don't want to talk about that? What do you want to talk
No,
about?
you can talk about it. I'm fucking around. Jesus Christ, Joey.
I was in the middle of a thing.
Good for you. You were in the middle of your thing. You made your point that these people are idiots. We crossed that bridge back at fucking Timbuktu.
Okay, so go ahead. Sorry.
How's your day going?
It was going good. Can someone explain how these things always are bubbling? What is carbonation?
Carbonation is gas.
CO2.
Yeah, it's carbon dioxide.
Is it CO2?
I think
think
so.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they pump into it.
But there's always bubbles. You ever have a glass of champagne and there's one, it's like one bubble
It's getting like bigger.
and it just goes one line straight up.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck is that?
How is that a thing? Where does it choose to go?
Why are we asking Ant as if he knows? This is the guy that walked over with a vodka Diet Coke.
I'm not even
You
sure.
crushed it too. Good for you.
Yeah, I was debating getting another one.
You should. You should get another one.
No, it's okay.
You should butt chug another one.
Okay.
How many days a week do you think you drink?
Oh, can't answer that on here, can I?
Yes, you can. Because your parents aren't listening.
Probably like 4,
That's more than half of the days of the week.
3.
That's less than half.
2.
Be honest though.
4.
4.
4 days a week.
Yeah, 4.
Let me ask you another question.
Why am I-
So I'll ask you two. Then I'll get to you because I know your answer is double.
Oh.
If you're going out, like let's say we're
Set the scene. Set the scene for me because going out and like being-
okay. I'm not gonna say like let's say that like Becca and the kids are like somewhere else. They went on a vacation somewhere and you're not there.
without me.
Okay,
Are things okay at home?
I'm trying to set a scene where it's like you don't have like responsibilities to go back to or anything like that.
I can come out with me and I have no responsibilities.
Bro, that's not what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm saying. If you don't have like that whole thing, and it's like okay, me and you are gonna go out
And get after it.
I guess. How many drinks do you think that you would usually have on a night out like that?
Well, again, like, are we getting after it, or are we just like casually, just like a dinner?
Okay, so it's like a dinner, and then we'll go to a cocktail bar after.
Maybe like 3, maybe 3. I would say 1 at dinner, maybe 2 at dinner, and then 1 at the cocktail bar. But like, if we're going for it, and it's like,
What is going for it? Like I don't know, like
2011.
It's not 2011. It's today.
Okay, yeah, I would say 3.
3 drinks.
Yeah, I would say.
How many would you say?
I feel like my answer is kind of so boring. I would just match whoever's drinking the most.
Yeah, like you can't.
Whoever's drinking the most out of the group.
That's how I'll
Yeah.
match. I'll find my buddy, and we'll
Bingo.
go after it.
Yeah.
So if we go out, so dinner and cocktails, we're talking about. Let's say dinner's at 7:30.
and then we go out for cocktails, and we're
So-
done by like 11.
Okay, so that's 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
So like a drink an hour.
Yeah, I would say.
That's not my answer.
What's yours? More?
My answer is as much as Joe drinks, essentially.
I think like again, like it you have to match the atmosphere. If the people at the table are just like, "Yo, we're gonna have a night," then it's like, all right.
It's not about having a night because like if you drink a drink an hour, there's never oh, it's going down. Oh, Frank.
he wasn't looking at the cup.
It's fun.
No, because I don't know. I was just curious.
Well, how many would you? How many do you order?
I think then when I go out with my friends, if I go out at like 7:00, I'll usually have like 5.
Okay. I'm not going to a place and ordering 1. I'm not doing it.
I think like
I could do one.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like, why am I here?
I can't do alcohol the way I used to.
I don't.
I just can't. Like this is crazy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
I don't know how we used to do this and then be like, let's get another.
I feel
That's
like back
fucking-
then you were like, I don't want to say worse and make it like that, but like you could drink a lot of beer.
Dude, this is not an exaggeration. If we're going like college, I could have drank this and then another. And
That's insane.
Don't get me wrong, I would have been very drunk.
Yeah.
But like I would have been able to get through it. Bro, I don't think you realize because like we also drank the way that we were drinking was different. Now we're like casual, you know what I mean? Like we're pour one, we're like, ugh, let's have another. Like it was a lot more binge drinking like back then than it is now.
Yeah.
And it was also the way at which we were, bro, we would drink. Think about this. We would play fucking 10 games of beer pong a night. That's a beer in those, 2 beers in those cups.
That's
So
a rough
1
one.
beer per person. And we would have a drink in our hand while we were doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a lot.
That's a lot of fucking alcohol.
It's kind of crazy
It's a little. Yeah, it's a little.
when you
crazy.
think about it.
Yeah, dude. Bro, we have
If I
pictures.
go out and it's just dinner, it's a little date night,
Okay.
2,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
1 or 2.
I don't see my friends that often. So like maybe like I don't know, like every other weekend on average, maybe something like that. But there's like times where I don't see my friends for like a month or something like that. But like if I'm going out, like it's usually like 5 or 6 drinks. If it's that sort of
If the idea is to go out and enjoy, like,
day drinking,
day drinking, I can drink all day.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're like, oh, we're going to this thing at noon, that's a mistake. my issue.
Is burpee.
No.
You're a burpee boy.
Well, I am. I do.
Well,
get
you're
like that.
sorry. You're a huppa.
Yeah. Because I have that thing. I have a disease. People told me I have a disease.
You do.
It's called like something RPD or
You have P Diddy.
no, I don't have P Diddy. It's C3PO or R2D2.
R2D2DD.
But it's something where it's like you can't burp, so it does it.
There he goes. Oh, hiccups. Oh no.
No.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's like
What?
retrograde crocopharyngeal.
Yeah, everyone's got fucking college degrees over here.
Degrees now.
College dungarees.
Degrees.
RCPD. I got the C3PO.
That's it. Like when I was talking about it on the show, someone messaged me and they're like, "This is what it is. I have it too." And then I started getting like fed a bunch of TikToks about it, and I was like,
I
"This
don't
is
care.
me."
So I'm just.
One more beer, he's gonna start swinging.
I'm not gonna start swinging. I'm gonna start crying.
Oh,
I'm an emotional drunk.
Don't do that. You used to be Joey Muscles back in the day. There was
You're referring to like 2013.
Yep. That's why I said back in the day.
Yeah, 12 years ago.
Yes, absolutely.
People change.
No, I know that obviously, but like back in the day, you used to be Joey Muscles. I've always been a very happy, fun drunk. I that's something I hold in very high regard because we know people that when they drink, it's like this is the worst person to be around in the world.
Yeah. Do you think that we'll get to a point in life where it's like drinking is like cigarettes to us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I think, and honestly, I think we're pretty close. There was a study that came out a couple years ago that like the generation that's like turning 21,
Z doesn't drink, yeah.
they are drinking significantly less.
Right.
And we when we did the Penn State show, we joked about that, and they were like, "No, we're drinking, brother." But like that's a
Yeah.
college crowd.
Yeah.
But I do think that alcohol is becoming less popular. You know, with the current generation.
Yeah.
I think eventually there'll just be a pill that you take beforehand, and it like just gets rid of the effects anyway. Like I think eventually everyone's gonna be able to do whatever they want.
I don't think people are not drinking because of hangovers. I think they're not drinking because it's like not good.
Well, there is
No,
stuff
I
now.
mean, like-
he means like there'll be a pill
like in
that
the
you
future,
can take.
yeah. Like
That like you could feel drunk. It's called drugs, brother. They have those. They have those. They absolutely have
it's
them
called
already.
drugs, my guy.
mm-hmm.
So that's what that is. But yeah, I mean, we got so close. Well,
Some of us got closer.
some of us. Are you closer than me?
Yeah, a little. Oh no. I did picture this is how this would end. Frankie's trying. Someone's got to throw up.
I'm below you.
I beat you.
You're in the middle.
No.
Just take from the spout. Oh wow.
I spilled a little.
Damn.
All right, you win. You win. I can't do this.
He has always said if
That's kind of crazy. I Sorry, Mom.
Has
Anyway.
your mom said like don't be drunk on the internet?
No.
Oh, well, because I. Sorry, Liz. My mom. Sorry.
Nancy is her name, Frank. But yeah, 500th episode.
Next time we'll do this with vodka.
No. You would do something like
Ant
that.
would. Ant would do it.
That would be the Picky Boys. Like, we're doing vodka towers. Like,
Yeah,
bro, you guys
yeah,
are
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are sickos.
You are sickos.
Thank you.
Just want to say 500 episodes of the Basement Yard. Very crazy. I can say, as you know, when I started the podcast, I thought of it as a thing that was very supplementary to what I was doing at the time, and just being like, you know, this is cool. It was the first time I heard myself on a microphone. It sounds really cool to hear your voice in headphones and
I don't
through
like
a microphone or whatever.
I don't like it. I don't like hearing my
We
voice.
abandoned the headphones, but I was like, oh, this feels like very professional or whatever, and it was like cool to me, but it never felt like the thing, and now it's just brought so much to my life, so I appreciate it. 500 episodes of this show, and it's really cool. I'm really proud of it. I'm glad that you're here doing the thing with me too, and Also happy
We're
that
doing
you're
it
here.
together.
You thought I was gonna say something negative?
I thought you were gonna say.
No. I'm happy Ant's here too.
Oh.
Yeah, we are. You've been
Some
great.
people hate the addition of you. I'll say
Oh,
that.
that's life.
It's fine.
That's life.
That's life.
That's what all them people say.
You're flying high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna play that tune when I'm back on top. Back on top in June.
And they say that's life.
That's life.
I can't deny
I
it.
don't know. Something else. Thank you guys so much for being around for 500 episodes. Hopefully you're around for 500 more at least.
A couple more.
A couple more at least.
And tell your friends.
Tell your friends. But not even going to do a regular sign off, but we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Love it. What a ride. Having a great time.
Love
Thank
it.
you guys so much.
Dub it. Fibs and fubs it.
See you next time.
Beautiful.